Placement phrases for presentations from ToomeyBusinessEnglish.com. Welcome to Toomey Business English. If you like this content, then please like and subscribe to our channel. I'm going to start off today by talking about presenters who point to information on a slide without describing where the information is. It's very easy for them to do this, but it can be sometimes unprofessional and, dare I say it, lazy. Don't be that person. Have you ever been to a presentation where the presenter has stood in front of the projector whilst pointing to the slide? They are blinded by the light of the projector, and it's difficult for the audience to see what they are talking about. Don't be that person. And sometimes slides can contain a lot of information, and it can be difficult to know what the presenter is referring to. Don't be that person. Overall, it's clear that pointing to information on a slide is not always the best idea. It's good practice to use the right language, the right phrases for placement. This brings me to a key tip for your presentations, which is be specific verbally about the placement of information. You want your audience to find the information quickly. As a presenter, you are giving your audience clear directions on what you want them to see, and you want them to find the information easily and quickly. And today, you'll learn how to describe where the information is on a slide. In addition, you'll discover great example phrases for the placement of information. And don't forget to download your free guide, which is super useful. You can find the link in the description below the video. So let's go, and here we have rectangular boxes to represent each slide, and I'm going to show you examples of placement and the right phrases to use. So each number represents a slide. The yellow box shows the position on the slide, and use the green box to help placement. Let's take a look further. We have the slides and their numbers. Then we have the phrases above, and the orange arrow has now moved into the phrase on the left. A question for you: which slide represents on the left? And the answer is number 4. And we can see the yellow box is on the left of the green box, and here's an example phrase. Now I'd like you to take a look at the yellow box on the left. It's okay also to use the phrase to the left, and let's expand. I want to draw your attention to the price of £10,000. You can see that clearly on the slide as it's to the left of the picture of the car. And here's a simple example. Let's look more closely at the figures on the left. Let's go back to the slides and the next phrase in the upper right hand corner, and it's the number 5 slide which matches the description. And here's some useful phrases we can use. I'd like to draw your attention to the yellow box in the upper right hand corner of the slide. Now let's take a look at the upper right hand corner of the slide. You can see the new company logo there. What are your thoughts? I think you'll be surprised to see in the upper right hand corner a picture of a cow. The next phrase is down the left side of the slide. Take a good look at each slide. Which yellow box represents down the left side of the slide? And the answer is number 3. Let's zoom in and look at some useful phrases. Down the left side of the slide, you can see the monthly sales figures. I'd like to focus on the importance of the set of figures down the left side of the slide. I'd like to point out an interesting detail which we can see down the left side of the slide. Moving on, in the bottom left-hand corner. Which slide matches the description in the bottom left-hand corner? The relevant slide is number 1. And more great phrases which you can use for your own presentations. You can modify them to suit your needs. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can see the specifications for the prototype. To highlight this, let's have a look in the bottom left-hand corner. The key in the bottom left-hand corner shows you which color represents which area. Our next phrase, across the bottom, and guess the answer. And the answer is number 2. And once again, some great example phrases. The names of the new cars are listed across the bottom. I'd also like to draw your attention to the data across the bottom of the slide. I'd like to point out some interesting information across the bottom. Moving on to our next phrase, across the top. Have a good look at the slides below. And the answer is number 7, across the top. Across the top of the slide, you can see the sales results for 2010. Firstly, let me explain the picture across the top. You can see the test results across the top. Moving on the right, check your answer. And the answer is number 8, on the right. The nature of the problem is shown in the diagram on the right. If we look closer, we can see on the right there is a small map. Pay close attention to the figures on the right. And last but not least, we have in the center. And the answer to that is number 6. Let's now have a look at the pie chart in the center of the slide. The nature of the problem is illustrated in the center of the slide. And so that's a detailed lesson on placement phrases for presentations. We've learnt the phrases which will help you in showing your audience where the information is. From the description below the video, you can download a brochure to aid learning. And don't forget your free download of 300 powerful workplace phrases at toomeybusinessenglish.com free guide. You can also find special offers on our website for business English courses. And remember, if you like this content, then please do like and subscribe to our channel.